Welcome to Metal Wani and Metal Nation Radio, friends. With us today we have 3 Days Grace, Barry Stock. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing really well, man. Really well. Really excited day.
Fantastic. The highly anticipated album Human will be out today in States. So, how excited and nervous are you feeling right now?
Oh, it's really, we put a lot of work into this album. We've been touring and making the record. We just got back from Argentina and Brazil, played Lollapalooza. But this has been a day that we've been looking forward to for a long time. We poured our hearts into this album, and to see it surface on this level and how much people are loving it is a really cool feeling.
Awesome, awesome. You have released few singles as well as a music video. So, how have the fans responded so far?
The response has been really, really amazing. There's a new energy in 3 Days Grace, and
Right.
I think the fact that we put out Painkiller so early, we wanted to give the fans a taste of the future of the sound, and that was about a year ago. That was a year ago today that we put out Painkiller, and we've since released I Am Machine and Human Race just recently, and to see how excited the fans are at the live show and just the general feedback on the new material it's really cool to see. We have amazing fans that are really supportive, and the concerts have been unbelievable. We played in, like I said, in Brazil the other night, and it was absolutely crazy. Everyone already knew all the words to all the songs.
Awesome, fantastic. Now, Human to me, while I was listening to it, it clearly reflects the evolution of the band. I mean, you guys are getting better and better with each and every album. So, do you agree with my point?
Well, for Human Race, which is actually one of my favorite songs that we've released, actually, it's a little bit non-traditional for the band. It's a little, the arrangement's a little different, and but it's got a very sort of deep message. The one thing that's never changed with 3 Days Grace is that we always write about real things in our lives and the lives of people around us and the struggle and sort of the social commentary of growing up in the modern world. And I think Human Race just talks about looking at the world like everyone is in a mad rush to get somewhere and to get something and consume. Just really asking, like, where is everybody really going and why is everybody in such a hurry to get there? That's what Human Race represents.
Absolutely right. Now, it's been around 18 years since you guys all started. I mean, your sound has been changing over the period of time. Like, you guys have incorporated some pop rock, some electronic elements. But it's always been the case that the evolution of the band is what considers, fans consider you guys as one of the best. So, what sort of songwriting process did you guys prefer to do this time onwards?
Well, this time around, we really wanted to go back to our roots, and as we went back to sort of, I guess, some of the sounds and some of the musical angles that we had on our first album.
Right.
That was, really raw and really dark emotionally. And we worked with a producer that did our first album, Gavin Brown, and he really helped us sort of. I guess develop the sound of the band, but it also helps us really dig deep emotionally into just really writing lyrics that resonate and writing lyrics that are very personal to us. And when it's real like that, then it becomes real to the listener because they can sort of relate their own life to our lyrics because we're writing about real things that we go through, and they're the same things that everybody goes through. Real life struggles, losing people, addiction. Just kind of persevering through difficult times in life, and we've always used music as a way of therapy, I guess, and this record's no different. And I think 3 Days Grace fans really connect on that angle.
Awesome, absolutely true. Now, each and every track is different on this album. I mean, it has its own charm. Be it like "Tell Me Why," which I feel is one of the heavier tracks on the album. So, what sort of mindset did you guys have when you were writing this album? Because I see some electronic-based Human Race, A Landmine kind of reminds me of a little bit of post-grunge. And like I said, Tell Me Why has been the heavier track. So looks like you guys had a plan when you were in the studio working on the albums.
Well, I don't think we really overplanned anything per se, but I believe that we just, we definitely like to have an album that is diverse, and each and every song is its own entity. We basically spend a great deal of time writing the songs, and then we don't spend as much time recording them as we do writing them. So most of these songs are born, just from acoustic guitars.
Right.
And you sit around and write the songs just with acoustic guitars, and then decide sort of what angle musically we want to take, whether it's going to be a really heavy, brooding song, or whether it's going to be a little more delicate and dynamic and stuff. But I think the biggest thing is when we write lyrics, we all write lyrics and melody and music together. And one of the things that we do is we try not to write lyrics as much as conversations.
Okay.
When we're writing a song, we try to think about, okay, what will we actually say to someone? If I was trying to express myself to somebody, what words would I actually use? And we try to write songs like that instead of writing, instead of trying to write some complicated poetic piece that's clever and all that. We try to write, real conversations, and I think, that just comes out more naturally, and I think people can connect to that more naturally. And so, I guess the emotional aspect of the songs are more clear when you just kind of tell it like it is.
Absolutely right. Now, the Matt being, the new vocalist, worked with him in the beginning. I mean, he was part of the debut album. He helped you guys in writing it. So, how was the feeling when he joined the band? And I'm sure you guys must have felt much comfortable with him, keeping in mind that he's Brad's brother, and he's been part of the process on your debut album.
Yes, absolutely. And something that a lot of people don't know is that Matt actually has co-written with 3 Days Grace in the past.
Right.
In fact, Matt co-wrote on the first 3 Days Grace album, as well as Transit of Venus, and of course the new album. So, I've co-written with his band, his former band as well, and we grew up together. He's bass player's younger brother. And so, growing up together, we went through all the same types of things, and so yes, it was a very natural process for us to continue to write with Matt. And the first song that we wrote as Previous Grace was Painkiller, and we wrote that while we were on tour, co-headlining with Shinedown, and we wrote that song on the bus, and just decided to go into the studio and record it. And we really loved the new sound and direction, so we just decided to put it on the radio. Right. And it was really successful, and people loved the new sound, and that really set the tone, I think, for the rest of the record.
Absolutely, that's why it cracked Billboard immediately. The fans definitely loved it, but there was another section of the fan who were disappointed with Adam quitting the band and Matt joining in. So I'm sure you guys must have prepared for the backlash, some sort of feedback from the fans, because Adam being part of the band from the beginning must have changed the way fans would have expected from Matt.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't pay too much attention to sort of, I guess, backlash in that, because we were already forging ahead, and really, I think when we went on that first tour and saw the reaction live at the concert, that's what we really focused on, and we focused on moving forward in the future and writing the best record that we could. And here we are 2 years later, and people are really just really embracing the album Human, and so if you focus too much on I think social media can be sort of the breeding ground for haters and stuff, but that's
right.
I think the music speaks for itself, and the live show speaks for itself. And it's times that we just played at Lollapalooza in Sao Paulo in front of 30,000 people that were freaking out, and that to us is what's important. And they're singing along to all the new songs and all the old songs, and the energy is really there, and it just it feels right to us, and that's what we focus on.
Absolutely, because change is inevitable. I mean, I feel that this change has ignited that sort of that aggression, that fuel, that passion to create something cool with Matt on board. And his vocals, I totally love the change in your sound and also his vocals. And I'm really sure fans are gonna, love it as they listen to the album and of course catch you guys live, because that's where the magic happens.
Absolutely. I mean, we've always been passionate about playing live. It's our favorite thing to do. You get addicted to the feeling of getting up on stage every night. That hasn't changed in all the years that we do this, and we strive to be the best live band we can be, because that's what it's all about, is getting up and demonstrating that you can rock these songs, and you get this energy from the crowd that you can't get anywhere else, and so that's never changed.
True, absolutely. What are the plans of taking the album on road? You guys must be planning to visit some different countries this time.
Yeah, we're really kind of going all over the world now. It's just with one great thing about the internet is that it's really broken down borders with where your music gets shared and exposed and stuff. So, even since Matt joined the band, we've already been to Russia and Belarus,
right,
Germany, UK, South America, Brazil, Argentina, and then focusing quite a bit on the U.S. and Canada as well. We have a U.S. tour coming up in the spring, and then we're doing some shows in Europe as well over the summer, and then a lot of American festivals. And we like to tour for about 2 years after we put out an album. So we've got a lot of shows that we look forward to right now.
Awesome. I'm just wondering when I'll get an opportunity to see you guys live in India.
Oh, I hope so, man. I would love to go over there. That's one place we've never been, and I would absolutely love to check it out. We love traveling the world, and to get to a place far from home, and to see to have fans waiting for you at the airport with gifts and stuff. It's we're very fortunate to have that, and we don't take that for granted. And it's a really amazing feeling to make a piece of art and see it spread all over the world.
Absolutely. I just hope it happens very soon. You have like thousands of fans here who dig you guys. Hopefully, in future we get to see you live here.
Absolutely. Well, I hope to get there soon, and we would love to bring the show there and rock out.
Awesome, brother. Now, before I conclude the interview, how about you define the new album Human in just one sentence?
Human is all about the beauty and the fear and the hope and the horrors of being human in modern society.
Wow, fantastic, amazing, Barry. Had an honor of having a chat with you. I wish you guys good luck with all the future endeavors, and hopefully I'm going to catch you guys live soon.
Okay, you take care. Thanks very much.